Well, hello, I'm National Freak, and today I'm doing a vlog, and it's been the first time in a long time. And this one's a little different than all my other ones because it's not about news or it's not about anything like that. It's called the 30-Day Anime Challenge, okay? See the title right up here? That's what I'm going to be doing. I have this series of questions here. It's going to be right here, and I'm going to answer each one of these questions every day. And it's about anime. I have watched tons of anime shows, and I'm going to be answering all these questions. I'm going to tell you how this is going to work. Today, I'm going to do one, and then the next day I'm going to do another. You get it. But, knowing my crazy schedule, and my work schedule, and my school schedule, it's not going to be every day consecutively. It's going to be 30-ish days anime challenge. So, there's going to be 30, but in a different amount of days. It could be in a year, honestly. Today, I'm going to be answering the first one. The very first anime I ever watched. I started watching anime when I was about 14 years old. My friend Michael actually introduced me to it. He started talking about all these shows, and I was like, what is this? This looks stupid. I don't really like Naruto and Bleach and all that stuff. I thought it was dumb, and I always tried to watch episodes, and I was like, I don't get what's going on. I don't understand. Why don't their mouths match what they're saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to find a show on my own, and I'm gonna watch it, because I see everybody talking about it, so I'm gonna watch one and see how much I like it. The first show I found, it was when YouTube did a long time ago. They were trying to do shows, and you could pay for a series and watch them. YouTube was doing this, so they had a couple anime shows on there. So I was like, oh, YouTube's got a couple, so I'll go and watch it. So I clicked on the first one, and it was subbed, and I couldn't keep up with the subtitles fast enough to understand. So I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I need to watch a different thing. So I watched the English version, which was much better. So now let me tell you what the anime was. It was called Nabari. So let me tell you what this one was about. This is about modern day ninjas. It's like Naruto placed in the 21st century. It's about this kid. He's very apathetic, and he's very down, and he's very depressed, and he's got this super secret power. And all of a sudden this guy out of nowhere is like, hey, you've got this power. And he's like, oh, I don't really care. He's like, well, you have to protect it. He's like, I don't really care. And then the bad guys are like, we want your power to take over the world. And he's like, I don't really care. And so then the other guy's like, well, we have to protect you. He's like, I don't really care. Long story short, they battle, fight, yada yada, make friends, everyone turns good. He gets rid of his power, blah blah blah. Go watch the show. You can understand the outcome. It's pretty simple. Anyway, I really enjoyed this show when I watched it. I got really into it. I really got attached to the characters, and I wanted to know further development that was going to happen. There was this one kid who was immortal, and he had silver hair. And if you've been following recent trends lately, everyone knows that the guy with silver or white hair dies. And this guy dies an insane amount of times, but he's immortal. So it's crazy. He can come back like a billion times in a row, and it doesn't matter. That got me hooked on a bunch of my other shows that I've watched, and I know what kind of anime I like and what kind I don't like. After I've watched like over 100 shows, I went back and saw what people were talking about this one, and a good majority of people think this show was terrible. This was terrible, and the animation sucked, and the dub was terrible, and to be honest, I agree with them. After all the shows I've watched, I don't really like this show anymore. I tried to go back and watch it again because I'd really forgotten what would happen, and I could not get into it like I did the first time. I was like, this show just doesn't feel as good as it was. But that was because when I first watched it, I had never watched an anime before, other than like a random episode of Bleach, which of course if I hadn't watched the other 300 before that, I'm not gonna have any idea what's going on. I thought it was amazing when I watched it. And so now I'm into all this stuff, and I only watch subbed anime. So that's probably a question later on the list, but there you go. I loved that show, and that was my first anime. Alright guys, thanks for watching this. If you want to read more, and if you want to keep up to date with all of this 30-day challenge, I'm going to leave you a link to my website. It's right down here, nationalfreak.wordpress.com. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and my Facebook page. I don't really update my Facebook page that often, so I would say go to Twitter. And also check out a few of my other videos. Here's my Minecraft series right here, my Oceanhorn series right here. Feel free to watch them and leave comments, and I will see you all in the next day. See you later. Whoop, whoop.